What's going on, guys? I'm your boy SuLLy, and today I'm back, as you can quite clearly see, on a Sunday with episode 81 of SuLLy on Sundays. Yes, we are continuing the series, slowly getting towards that episode 100. I've said it before, but I do believe we're going to hit it around April-ish. I think April 19th or something like that is a date that for some reason comes to mind when I'm thinking about when we're going to hit that magic episode. But yeah, this week's been a pretty busy week for me. I've had a lot to do in terms of my documentary and working out what essays I'm going to be doing for my degree. So it has been a pretty busy week academically. I have had a lot to do. But then also in terms of my channel and gaming in general, a lot has happened this week as well. So pretty much my documentary is a 1-minute piece called Portrait of a Stranger. That's all I can tell you guys for the minute. The set is currently sat behind me right there. Anyone who's seen on my Twitter or Facebook, you know that I've had that image taken from an episode of Vision, which is a series produced by Optic Gaming. Optic Hitch does the cinematography and directing for that, and he has a similar shot used in that episode to start it off quite dark and carry on with the whole strong, hard-hitting, controversial beginning to that episode. So that was the inspiration I took from it. That's why there's a random chair behind me, which you would have seen at the end of the episode anyway. So if you did think that was incredibly random, that is what it's for. There is a purpose for it, and this is exactly where everything is going to be filmed and done and sorted pretty much. So yeah, in terms of that, we worked out this week that we have 3 essays to do. One is due on like October something, the 20-something of October, so they're all due within the next 2-3 weeks pretty much. We have 3 to do. We have one based on the documentary, our documentary. We have to write 1,500 words about our piece, giving context onto why we're doing it, referencing other documentarians that we used as inspiration and different art forms we used as inspiration for our pieces. So that's one of them. And then another one is more focused on film and TV history and different aspects of that, like the history of cinema, the history of silent films, the growth of cinema in America over the early 1900s. So that should be quite an interesting one. That's the topic of the theory aspect that I'm really enjoying a lot more. The rest of it is like contextual analysis, actually. What is it? Yeah, it's critical theory and textual analysis. So it's like analysing different types of texts, and more recently it's been focused a lot on like British television and its form, its flow, the different aspects of it and how it's used to essentially control people and gain some sort of authority over its audience. So that's quite interesting, but as someone who's always been quite interested in history, the whole historical thing with cinema history has always been something that has intrigued me as well, especially as a film fan, someone who really loves the whole prospect of what he's doing here at uni. So yeah, we also, before next term, have to work out what modules we're going to do. I'm going to pick the modules that will steer me more towards directing and cinematography and filmography, that sort of thing. So more the practical aspect of actually shooting something or being sort of involved in the production of a piece, as that's really what I want to delve into. Screenwriting would be quite fun to do, but that would be a lot harder to work with and less of a personal focus I'd have. It would be cool to be able to write your own screenplays and write your own TV shows and films, but to be involved in the production of it, to actually take control over a shoot, to direct essentially everyone is ultimately my goal, and to tell stories through film, through art, through this medium that I'm currently working with is ideally where I want to be after my course. And to be involved in an industry from the beginning, from uni, from even before uni, being involved with YouTube and things like that, it's sort of given me that sort of backboard of what I can hit if things don't go too well afterwards. But fingers crossed they do. Fingers crossed I can get straight into an apprenticeship or something that directly relates me to filmography, directing, cinematography, that sort of thing, actual production of pieces, as that is, like I said, what I really want to go into. So yeah, that's really what I'll be doing over the next few weeks, is focusing a lot on getting my essays done, as we on my course don't have a reading week, I believe, because we have the practical aspects as well, which will essentially take up a week before our deadlines. But not a whole lot else to talk about in terms of uni and that sort of thing. I have been home, I have gone home and got myself some books of stuff that I genuinely need to start reading again, because I haven't actually read a book in the longest time, and I think this is freezing again, which is annoying because it shouldn't be, as no other processors are running my PC right now. Let me just close this quickly and hopefully that'll work. But yeah, it's back to normal again. So as I was saying, not really a whole lot else to talk about uni wise. My room is essentially the same. I haven't moved too much around. I believe I mentioned last week about the bursaries and the fact that I'm now getting 2 instead of 1, and I'll be getting the first lot of that in December so I can start buying the parts for my PC. My hope really is to have it built by my birthday, by the end of January, so I can do the charity live stream either on my birthday or mid-February, that sort of thing, sort of before we have too many deadlines to catch up with before the end of term, pretty much. But yeah, that's how that's going. Financially, I am pretty much screwed at the moment. I have literally £1.47 to my name till December, unless I can come into some money or get some shifts at work. That's pretty much where I'm at with that. So yeah, I've told you guys about my course, where I'm currently at with that, what I've been doing at uni and that sort of thing, and now it's more focused on the YouTube aspect of things, which currently my channel is doing pretty well. Views are sort of slowly increasing on the normal gaming content, as well as SuLLy on Sundays, and then I also released a trailer for the new, or a trailer review reaction thing for the new Star Wars Rogue One trailer. Looks absolutely awesome. I cannot wait. I have the countdown, 60 days and however many hours until it's actually released in the UK, and like I said, at the end of the trailer, I really want to go to a midnight release of it, ideally in Leicester Square, because going to a premiere for this would be absolutely nuts. It would be my first proper like film premiere, and my first Star Wars like red carpet event. Just to even attend as like a member of the crowd would be absolutely nuts. So yeah, that's the hope with that. And my channel, like I said, is actually slowly growing and doing something in terms of the view count, and the different content I'm bringing out doesn't seem to be putting people off. I'm still getting consistent numbers of views on the different things I'm trying with my channel. I did say the journey would be out this week, and I haven't actually recorded another episode of it yet, just because, like I mentioned, they do take about 6-7 hours to record, render and edit, and then have uploaded. Uploading isn't the problem at all. It is literally having to wait 5-6 hours for one episode of a video to render. That is ridiculously long-winded, kind of disheartening, but it is something that I should continue, as it's a series that I want to carry on my channel and not have ended, because that's always been the theme of my FIFA series, where I have uploaded something and then stopped it because I've essentially had to with my other series, as accounts got banned, accounts got hacked, and people just weren't watching the other content. But CSGO is doing well on my channel. The new Call of Duty video I uploaded yesterday is doing okay view-wise, and I actually have another Call of Duty video that was put out today, which I'm hoping does well. But in terms of the Infinite Warfare beta, I am absolutely loving it. If you guys have seen my video from earlier, you know that I delved sort of into my thoughts on it and how I'm enjoying it, and the main reason is it feels like the ultimate mix between Call of Duty Ghosts and Black Ops 3. I did enjoy Black Ops 3, didn't play it as much as I really want to. In terms of my overall playtime, I think it's like a couple of days, actually, like 6 max or something, which is nothing in comparison to other Call of Duties. I think on COD 4 I have like 6, and that was the first COD I ever played, so I didn't really get too much time to play it. And then Black Ops 1 was the first one that I fully bagged out, and that's like 13 days. Black Ops 2 is like 14 on one account and then 7 or 8 on another account. And then Call of Duty Ghosts was the exact same. I have at least like 16-17 days done on that as well. So hopefully when Infinite Warfare drops, I'll be able to balance it between MW Remastered and Infinite Warfare, because I didn't expect to enjoy it as much as I do. I was pleasantly surprised with how well it plays and how well I do on it, and that's the main reason why I'll probably carry on playing it throughout the year, if too much isn't changed from the beta, that is. But yeah, hope you guys are enjoying all of the content. Like I said, I hope to get an episode of The Journey out next week, just because less of next week is focused on writing and theory and that sort of thing, and more the actual practical aspect of my documentary piece. So not too much focus will be put onto reading and things like that. So yeah, hopefully the plan is for me to have at least an episode or 2 of The Journey done for you guys, so you guys have 2 episodes of that, and then different videos relating to Call of Duty and potentially a vlog or something, but I don't know. You guys will have to wait and see. Hope you did enjoy this anyway. If you did, then do be sure to leave a like. I've been your boy SuLLy. This has been SuLLy on Sundays, episode 81. I think. I'm hoping it's not episode 80, otherwise this makes it incredibly awkward. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and peace.
Well, I know that you're young, and I know you're naive, but you know that you got me, sugar.